What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And the Kylian Mbappe story is re-emerging, and Sean O'Brien is reporting that Liverpool have a genuine chance to sign Kylian Mbappe, the superstar, on one condition. So we will explore all the details, and also I will give you guys a Diogo Jota and Alisson injury update that Jurgen Klopp gave before the last game. So Mbappe is out of contract at the end of the season, so he can negotiate with Liverpool or any foreign club on January the 1st, which is approaching swiftly. And L'Equipe journalist Loic Tansi insisted that Liverpool actually have a real chance to sign Mbappe, but only if Real Madrid pull out of the race. This is what he said. Liverpool wanted Mbappe when he was playing for Monaco. They even invited him and his family over to Liverpool to explore the AXA training center and also to actually have a conversation about Liverpool, about the project that Liverpool have been working on. Mbappe's mother is a huge Liverpool fan, which is quite unusual and weird, and he commented previously that Mbappe, that he respects Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp and their style of play really appeals to him. So if Real Madrid for some reason don't want to sign him, and that could be a possibility because Mbappe has upset Real Madrid quite a lot of times. He has been flirting with Real Madrid on and off for like 2 or 3 years. It feels like forever, this Mbappe to Real Madrid saga, and they still haven't signed him because Real Madrid wanted him even like 2 years ago or 1.5 years ago, and they were prepared to pay a huge like 200 million euros for Mbappe, who had 1 year left on his contract. And for some reason Paris Saint-Germain rejected that offer. They decided to build this apparently super team with Neymar, Messi and Mbappe, but that failed spectacularly. You can't build a team like you build it on FIFA or Football Manager. So Jurgen Klopp wants to see him, and they were negotiating while they were on the plane. Sorry, Jurgen Klopp went to see Mbappe and they were negotiating while they were on the plane. The relationship between Mbappe, Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp is there. I think Liverpool have a chance, the journalist said. If Real Madrid decide to let him go and they don't want him anymore, I think Liverpool have a chance. And only because it's a free transfer, because then we could afford his wages in a structure which allows Liverpool to get Nike, the brand sponsor of Mbappe. He's a brand ambassador, sorry, and also Nike is the main sponsor of Liverpool, the main kit sponsor. So there is a scenario where Nike could jump into the deal, and also we could sell so many shirts, so much merchandise with Mbappe on it that it would pay for some of the transfer fee and, sorry, some of the signing bonus and some of the transfer fee as well. And Liverpool have to structure the wages so it doesn't upset other players. But I think the other condition is that Mbappe will only come to Liverpool if Liverpool manage to sell Mo Salah. If Salah goes for 100, 150 or maybe even 200 million pounds, then there is a scenario which allows Liverpool to afford Mbappe financially. The French journalist is saying that Mbappe's decision revolves around winning the Champions League and propelling himself into Ballon d'Or contention. And I kept saying this for many years, that if Mbappe stays in the French league, if Mbappe stays at Paris Saint-Germain, he will never become a truly elite great player that will be remembered for many years to come. Right now Mbappe is nearing the peak of his career, so he should go to either La Liga or the Premier League, two of the best leagues in the world, to really show his talents against much better teams in a much better, much more competitive league. Mbappe loves Paris Saint-Germain. He's French, he loves Paris. He's a young man from the area around Paris. If you asked me the question during the summer, I would say 100% he would leave at the end of the season. I'm not so sure now, because winning the Champions League here in Paris is more important than winning the Champions League in Madrid or winning the Champions League in Liverpool. Winning just one Champions League here is more important than winning 2 or 3 at Madrid or Liverpool, for example, because we know Liverpool want him as well. So I think Paris Saint-Germain can convince Mbappe to stay because the new project is built around him. That's what he wants. He wants more responsibility. he wants to feel that the club can do it. If he does not think they can win the Champions League, he will leave. But there is a scenario that Paris Saint-Germain could get knocked out in the group stages, even though they got a very controversial, like 96-minute penalty awarded to them, which wasn't a penalty in my opinion. The referees and the VAR absolutely messed it up. The refereeing standard is just going down and down, even in Europe now, not just in the Premier League. And also there was another huge refereeing mistake in the Fulham-Wolves game, where Fulham got a penalty after the Wolves player perfectly got the ball and didn't even touch the opposition. There is an angle that I saw on Twitter which confirms that, and I don't understand how VAR didn't get that angle, because apparently they have all the angles available to them. So the refereeing is really going to annoy a lot of people, and it's not the VAR's fault, it's the people who operate VAR. But now let's steer back the conversation towards Mbappe. So Paris Saint-Germain are not even guaranteed to get out of the group stages, which would be an embarrassment of ultimate proportions, because PSG again spent what, 200 million euros on their squad, something crazy like that. They signed so many big players and so many so much big wages, and if they don't even get out of the group stage, yes, it's the group of death, I know, but still that would be a huge, massive failure for Paris Saint-Germain, because their biggest target every season is to win the Champions League. The French League, it's almost a given that they win that, because yeah, they just have too many quality players. And according to another English newspaper, the Daily Record, Liverpool have begun exploring the financial and sporting parameters of signing Mbappe on what could be a free transfer next summer. Sources close to Mbappe have revealed he is pleased with the direction that Paris Saint-Germain is heading in, with a younger, more performance-focused team at the core. Senior figures at the club also not currently concerned about his future, and they would be even happy for him to extend his stay by just 1 year, allowing them more time to convince him to commit his long-term future to the club. But if that the scenario does not play out and Mbappe leaves in 2024, he has already made his contract demands pretty clear. According to a report from AS, Mbappe is asking for a yearly wage of £30 million after tax and a signing bonus of roughly 80 or 85 million pounds. I mean, if he's seriously asking for that, that's absolutely outrageous. And if you sign Mbappe for 85 million, it's a bargain, because he's easily worth 150 or maybe even 200 million. So 85 million is not even like an outrageous transfer fee, or wouldn't be, but as a signing bonus, it just rubs me off the wrong way, because to get like 100 million euros as a signing bonus, as just a one check from any club that wants you, is absolutely ridiculous, and that would make Mbappe one of the wealthiest men and one of the wealthiest footballers is definitely in the world. So it's a free transfer, which isn't really a free transfer, because it would cost more than 100 million pounds straight away up front to sign Mbappe, and that's why I'm a little bit skeptical, or very skeptical, whether Liverpool can pull this off. So this would make Mbappe probably the most expensive free transfer in the history of football, and the numbers mentioned here are just absolutely ridiculous. And Fraser Gillen is reporting that Liverpool would love to sign Mbappe in a gigantic deal, but Mo Salah must be sacrificed. And to be honest, I wouldn't swap Salah for Mbappe, even though Mbappe is like what, 5-6 years younger. Salah, I like his character a lot more, and in my opinion he's as good as Mbappe right now, and he's putting up amazing numbers. So it would be a lot cheaper to just extend Salah's contract and keep him at Liverpool for another 2 years and let Mbappe go to Real Madrid. But let me know, that's my opinion, let me know what do you think in the comments below. And if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here. And after a lot of uncertain days, Jurgen Klopp finally confirmed that both Alisson and Diogo Jota are out for the next 2 weeks at least. I think Alisson, he said he will be out for the weekend game against Fulham and for the last game, of course, on Thursday. But Alisson could be back for the next game week. I think we play Fulham and then Sheffield United the next 2 game weeks, so hopefully Alisson will be back after that, because then a little bit of tougher games coming up. Diogo Jota's injury is a little bit more serious. Jurgen Klopp said that they are assessing it on a day-to-day basis, but Jota could be out for at least 3 to 4 weeks. I got the impression that Alisson could be back in 1.5 to 2 weeks if everything is going well, but this is exactly what Jurgen Klopp said. With Alisson, it's a bit lesser of an injury, but we have to see, not the day by day, but he will not play tomorrow and not on Sunday, probably not the week after. So I think Fulham at home and Sheffield United away is probably the best scenario, that Alisson could be out for these 2 games. Then it should be kind of okay, Jurgen Klopp said. Diogo will take a little bit longer. We don't know exactly how long. It's a bit more severe. We have to see. Alisson's injury is not as bad as initially feared, but it's bad enough to keep him out for a couple of weeks. But at least he's not out for 2 or 3 months, because then I think Liverpool's title challenge would definitely die, and I'm already worried about how Kelleher will do. But this will be a great test for Kelleher, and he has to show he is good enough to play in the Premier League. I mean, if he can't handle playing against Fulham and Sheffield United, then he shouldn't be at Liverpool, really. And this is what Jurgen Klopp said before the last game. We are beginning the most intense period of the whole season. It's super tough. Crystal Palace is the last game of these 4 games, pretty short period of time. We have to make selection decisions, that's clear, but it's about winning a football game against a really good opponent. We won there, yes, but we have had our struggles in the game, we didn't forget that. We have to make this a real European night at Anfield, a team with fresh legs who will go for it, really fight for a result. If Anfield wants to do that as well, that would be massively helpful. If it was a Champions League game, I don't have to talk about these kind of things. We need to make it a special night. It's a difficult game. And I sometimes don't get the English people's sneering at the Europa League or the Conference League. It's a European night at Anfield. Any game is special, even if you play like a half amateur team. It's a European game. It's a historic European game. Liverpool are the kings of Europe. We have won the Champions League 6 times. Only AC Milan and Real Madrid have won more Champions Leagues, and we also won the Europa League a few times. So any European night is special, and the players and the fans shouldn't need motivation for Jurgen Klopp, but he feels that he needs to motivate the crowd, he needs to motivate the fans, because they probably don't get as much up to a Europa League game, which is kind of understandable, but still, I still think the support should be almost the same, or to a very similar high level. And Jurgen Klopp said, I didn't need that defeat against Toulouse. I would have loved to win that game, to play better, but we didn't. It wasn't helpful. Since then a lot of things happened. It just made the situation more difficult. We want to win tomorrow night and win in Belgium as well. If we don't win tomorrow night, the game in Belgium is in a super intense period, will be even tougher. In this busy time we need all the boys available. We have already a lot not available. Thiago and Robertson are out, Diogo and Alisson are out. That's massive. It would be great if nothing else would happen, no other injuries, but that's unlikely. We have to share the intensity between the group, and you have to be ready for everything, for every game. That means in the match tomorrow evening we have to give the best that we can, because this will be like the game of their lives, of the opposition. They come to Anfield on a European night. It's super special for them. So it should be special for the Liverpool players, and we should be going all out and to try and beat Lask. And that's the kind of mentality that every player and also every fan should have, to really get up for this game. And I love this rallying call by Jurgen Klopp. I absolutely love him as a manager, love his press conferences. And that's it for today's video. I'm uploading a brand new Liverpool Career Mode episode later today, so check back on my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.